The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to our man Dave in Clearwater. Hey, Dave, Happy New Year. What's happening, man?
Happy New Year to you, my brother. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great, man. How you been?
I am doing well, man. I'm doing well. Can I throw a quote out at you?
Sure.
In the market, somebody knows something. Someone always knows something. That statement was made by a great trader by the name of Tom O'Brien about 6-7 years ago.
Oh, yeah?
And it kind of hit me like a brick. You're right. Somebody always knows something.
Hey, Carlos, what's going on, brother?
I'm calling you back, Tom. This morning I had the pleasure to talk to you and your son, and I don't want to miss the opportunity to talk to you again.
Well, I think you made some money on this bond.
Well, yes, Tom, your newsletter helped me.
That's a beautiful thing. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. It's a TGIF, folks. Let's make it a great one. Don't make assumptions. Ask for what you want. Find the courage to ask for what you want. Others have the right to tell you yes or no, but you always have the right to ask. Likewise, everyone has the right to ask you for what they want, and you have the right to say yes or no. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 101, NASDAQ is off 5, S&P's down 5, gold contract up $2.70, trading at $1,249 an ounce. Silver up 17 cents, $17.76 an ounce. Platinum up $6, $9.68 an ounce. Copper's down a penny at $2.62 a pound. Light sweet crude up 33 cents, $48.04 a barrel. Notes: the 10-year note down up 3 ticks, 124.16. 30-year bond up a half a point, 151. Now both notes and bonds, folks, continue to want higher price. In fact, they look like they're ABC structures on the way up. They're going to go after their swing point from February. Bottom line is that if this is an ABC up, that means they're going to take those babies out. King dollar. King dollar's down 138 ticks, trading out at 99.425. The euro is at 108 to the U.S. dollar. The yen is at 110 to the U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have out here? You have an S&P that has just failed on price and volume once again. We're down 67 cents. Not that that's a lot. We're at $233.37. And your B point on this, folks, for an ABC down is 233.05. Your volume characteristic is 97 million. Right now, you're at 54 million. Bottom line is that you could do about 84 million. I don't think we're going to do that number, but you can expect high volatility for this next hour because this next hour, what's going to happen approximately at 3:30, they're going to be voting on this health bill. It doesn't look like it's going to go through, but they're going to vote on it. So volatility is going to come in the market. Dow already has come in the market. The Dow Industrials just went from a price point of 20,718, and we're at 20,565. The Dow has broke the B point of this ABC structure on the way down. We'll see whether we get the volume as we come into the close. NASDAQ Composite, same type of setup inside the NASDAQ Composite. The Composite right now got to higher price today. We got to 58.58. Right now, you're at 58.14. Bottom line, I don't expect we're going to get near the B point today, which is 57.81. But that's how that setup is coming into play, meaning we have potential ABC structures down in all the indices, folks. The NDX 100, what do you have there? You're going to have a failure on price, failure on volume. We got to $131.29. Right now, you're at 130.33. The B point on that is 129.68. Gold contract. What do we have with gold? Gold contract Friday. It's a beautiful thing, folks. It held price. Gold got down to $12.40. 178,000 contracts. It's rejected lower price, and it looks like it's an ABC structure up. Now, number one with gold is that you have the swing point that it wants to go after from the 27th of February. The high of that swing point is 1264. Your A point on this is 1194. Your B point is 1253. So you're talking about an additional $60, which would get you into the 1300 level. That being said, then you get a larger ABC structure on the weekly that is 1334. So it looks to me that gold wants to do this ABC structure up. We'll get the test, more likely going to get the test Monday or Tuesday. Silver caught a bid out here also, and that's what we did need inside the metal market, by the way. Silver was lagging in a big way. Silver right now is up 18 cents. It's coming into the downdraft bar that it had out here on the 2nd of March. The 2nd of March, we went from 1848 down to 1770. Right now, we're at 1778. What is it all about? Well, check it out. It's pretty amazing. You know, Fed's going to go up in rates, but guess what? These bonds and notes do not want to stay down. You have the notes up 187 one second. Nope. There we go. You have the notes right now trading up 4 ticks. You're at 124.17. They rejected lower price once again this morning. We got down to a price point of 124.07. Right now, you're at 124.17. This also looks like it's setting an ABC structure up. That'll blow away the 125.04, which is the high of February 24th. And if, in fact, it is an ABC structure, your price projection would be 127, which is quite a bit. 30-year bond, same type of setup. Inside the 30-year, what you have out here, 30-year bond, also rejected lower price out here today at 150.06. We're up a point from that area. Bottom line is that you're right next to the swing high on the 30-year. 152.04 is the swing point. I expect it wants to take it out. And if you take it out with volume, bottom line is this baby will be up at 155, so it's quite a move. And good old King Dollar. What do we have with King Dollar? King Dollar has been building cause to blow away the swing point from February 2nd. February 2nd swing point is 99.145. We're at 99.420. Now, the danger here for King Dollar is that we've been building cause for 4 days. What we did out here today, as we did yesterday, it tried to get the higher price, failed on price, failed on volume. King Dollar, very well, when we wake up Monday morning, could jump the creek. You jump the creek, you're going to be down somewhere about 98. It looks like the ABC structure and price projection for King Dollar on the way down is 97.020. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. You can expect some heavy pressure as we come into the close out here today, folks. You know why? Because what you did have is that you had the market that opened higher, a market that moved higher, and you have Friday, and you're selling off coming into the close. The vote's supposed to start at 3:30. I think it's baked in that they know they can't get the votes, but you know what? Until it's done, it's not done. And, you know, the market is going to talk, walk, and squawk. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there. We'll be coming right back. Dow Industrials down 105. NASDAQ is off 5. S&Ps are off 6.5. Gold's up 360. You have silver up 19 cents. We're going to be right back.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Until recently, it was almost impossible for the average investor to hedge against currency risk in Europe or Japan. For a bold trade on Europe or Japan that protects against moves in currency, trade HEGE or HEGJ, 2 times currency hedged leveraged ETFs from Direction Investments. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now down 107. You get the Nasdaq down 4. S&Ps are off 5. If we take a look at the strength versus the weakness out here, folks, inside the indices, this is what you have. Inside the Dow Industrials, you have the strength is Nike, which is a dead cat bounce. That's putting 4 points into it. McDonald's is putting 1.7 points into it. Visa's putting 1, and the rest of them, guess what? It's not even a point. Taken away from it, good old Goldman Sachs again. Goldman Sachs had come off its high at the beginning of the week with volume. Goldman Sachs is down once again. That's putting 32 points into the Dow Industrials, meaning on the way down. That is the leader on the way down. We have Boeing down, putting 12 points on the way down. IBM 8. You get DuPont 7, 3M 7, Travelers 6. There's some selling pressure in here. Inside the NDX 100, which was strong all day and went from a negative to positive to negative. The leader out here, Micron, that was up big. Was up 10% at one point. It's up 6.8% right now. Cernan Corporation is up 2.4. Tesla's up 2. Taken away from it is Mylan Pharmaceutical. That's down 1.7%. That's not bad for Abbott selling their whole position, which is approximately 42 million inside the inside Mylan. You have Norwegian Cruise Lines down 1.4. Alexa Pharmaceutical is down 1.2, and Sirius Satellite is down 1.1. If we go up and we take a look at the IBB, what you have with the IBB is that this baby is flat. The IBB, which is the iShares Biotech Index, actually looks like it's setting up a nice ABC structure on the way down. We had come down on Tuesday, monster volume, 2.5 million shares. You go sideways for 4 days. Yesterday and today, both days, they tried to get the higher highs. Thus far, it has failed both days. Yesterday, we got to a high of 292.08. You end up closing at 288. Today we got to a high of 291.19, and we're at 288 once again. We get over. Let's go take a look at Goldman Sachs, because Goldman Sachs, folks, was the canary in the coal mine. That little baby had come down. You talk about coming down hard, and if you did go to our workshop last Saturday, when I was doing the workshop last week, this is when I picked up that Goldman Sachs on a monthly basis was a major failure. Bottom line, it's going to be a failure too. Tuesday, it comes off the high and goes down from 243 to 232. Today, you're at 227. You're taking out a B point, and guess what? we can have the volume for a large ABC structure on the way down. Now, this is going to be a big heads up for two different reasons. Number one, this was the first one off its high, had volume, had the failure, had all of the above. If in fact we get another million shares coming into the close, which you can get real easy in a Goldman Sachs, that is going to be an ABC structure on the way down. What that also does is this, is that sets up the probability in a much higher way that we may get many ABC structures down off these highs. If we take a look at Goldman in watching Tiger TV, what you're going to see out here, I'm going to put this on a monthly basis so you can see how this is shaking out. You talk about a test of a high. This is going to be pretty amazing watching this whole thing shake out. So we were testing the high, or I have tested the high this month, of 07. So in 2007, Goldman hit $250.70. You had 227 million shares traded. It goes from $250 down to the crash of $47. Takes 10 years to come all the way back. Makes it 255.15. And guess what? The projection going out to the end of this month is 17 million versus, no, 70 million is. Yeah, 70 million. 70 million versus 227 million. That's a big number. So if you close under 250.70, what you have there, you have a failure on price, failure on volume on the monthly basis. When you have it on a monthly basis too, by the way, folks, okay, it's a much larger situation because it's like, okay, now where you gonna get down to? Well, in Goldman's case, it looks to me like it's a 186 number. So big number. We go take a look at the XLF. XLF out here also come off the highs, had volume off these highs, and having a hard time holding price. The XLF right now is trading at 23.40. I expect you're going to see that coming down to 22.32. We go to the XLE, the whole oil sector. What we have with oil, this thing just can't hold price. It's pretty amazing, actually, because the XLE came off its highs all the way in December. The XLE high was $78.45, December 12th. We're at $68.50. And that just keeps drifting lower. This thing looks like it wants to run into $66.71. So that in itself is one large number in the context that, if we go, let's go to the oil market for a second. It looks to me like coming into this summer that oil prices are going to be less expensive, and in fact, unleaded gasoline is going to be less expensive. We take a look at this oil right now. Oil's trading at $48. Your swing point on this, your lowest swing point is at $45.75. In the XLK, we'll go look at the XLK. So the XLK, folks, are the large, high-tech growth stocks. Okay, when you take a look at the aspect of what's inside here, we are talking the biggest growth stocks out there. You're talking about Apple, Microsoft, Facebook, Marvell, Google, Intel, Visa, and Verizon. This baby also came off its high with volume. We got down to a price point. We went from 53 to 52. You're at 52.77. That failed on price and volume today. So this is going to be pretty wild watching how this whole baby is going to shake out in the next few days. Let's go to, okay, so here, we have a caller that wanted to look at Great Panther. Great Panther, folks, bottom line is that did the test yesterday on the weekly at 158. You get a rejection of the 158. This is, that was the highs of December 16th. We come into 158. That was 44 million shares. And what we have out here, you're going to do 6.2 million. So you get a rejection of price. You have lighter volume. You're inside the higher range, which is 160. Well, actually, 169 would be the higher range. But what Great Panther did do is that you get a rejection of price, a rejection of volume. If we go over to the XAU, the HUI, what you're going to see out here, the XAU, we're up 22 cents. You're at $84.68. That little baby's building cause to get up into the 91.86 area. we go take a look at the Gold Bugs Index. Gold Bugs Index right now is 199.79. This is also, well, the Gold Bugs Index is really strong. The Gold Bugs Index looks to me like it's building cause to get up into this 222 area. And what that's going to be all about, folks, over the weekend, it's going to be about Sunday night. Well, actually, let's go look at the yen for a second, because the yen's getting taken apart once again. So the yen had already broken down. The yen's trading at 110.67. The low for the week, folks, is 110.63. Look at that. So we just hit 110.63. Bottom line, this yen has no support going all the way down to 105.19. So the way that shakes out, you get a 105, and that's where we came off the bottom. When we started November 4th, you were at 103. It went nonstop up to, that's 103 yen to $1 US, to 118 yen to $1 US, back all the way down. You can expect that this yen is going to be taken to the cleaners over the weekend. That's going to bring the dollar down. That's going to bring gold up. You stay right there, folks. We're coming back with a special guest, Ellen DeHaan. Ellen DeHaan is a real estate expert, a community housing expert. You stay right there. We're coming right back.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
If you're looking to unearth a new financial resource and diversify your financial portfolio, consider the new Market-Safe Core Commodity CD from Everbank. This 5-year U.S. dollar-denominated CD gives you exposure to 4 equally weighted commodities: gold, copper, WTI oil, and sugar, in one powerful CD. With no pricing caps, you can potentially earn an unlimited upside payment at maturity if the commodities increase in value across semi-annual pricing dates. And should the opposite occur, your principal is 100% protected. Keep in mind, returns are based on CD performance. There's no annual percentage yield or periodic rate of interest on this index CD. Don't miss out. With certain commodities on the rebound, now is the time to take advantage. The March 23rd funding deadline will be here before you know it. So call 1-855-750-4051 or visit everbank.com/TFNN for the CD's term sheet and other important product details and disclosures. Once more, that's 1-855-750-4051 or visit everbank.com/TFNN. This advertisement is sponsored content. Everbank is a member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We got a great guest for you today. You may have heard her before, and we got so many compliments we had to get her back. Well, of course, I'm going to get her back anyway. We have Ellen DeHaan. Ellen, folks, she received her BA from Boston University. She got her law degree from the University of Miami, and she's a specialist in HOA and condo law and community associations, which the last time that we were on, I realized that you're explaining to us that HOAs, you're a partnership, man. You better make sure that you know that you're a partner, right?
Right.
That's pretty intense. So, there's a lot happening in Tampa, but I know that you're involved with Habitat for Humanity also, right?
Yes. This morning we had we dedicated the 400th house that Habitat has built in Pinellas County.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
There were several hundred people there. The
Yes.
mayor of Clearwater and commissioners and all kinds of people were there. It was very, very exciting.
And Habitat for Humanity, the families that you get, the families are totally involved in it too. I mean, because I know, we went to one of these times, and it was really impressive as to the families involved, the community involved, and how this works.
Yeah, we don't give away houses. We give a hand up, not a hand out.
Okay.
And everybody has, the prospective homeowners have to have a certain salary, a certain amount of money coming in.
Okay.
They have to take 16 classes, including budgets and predatory lending and being a good neighbor and so on. They have to give 250 hours of sweat equity and 50 hours per adult on your own house.
Nice.
So it's quite a process, and very.
Well, congratulations. That's a lot of houses.
That's a lot of houses.
That's a lot of houses.
Yeah.
So let me ask you. We were talking about the aspect of condominium law, partnerships, all of the above. What happens inside associations when people are smoking? Like in this building here, I know what happens is that supposedly you can't smoke in front of the building, they let you smoke in back of the building. That's a commercial building. I don't know if that's different than condominiums. But what happens with smoking inside buildings, condominium associations?
Yeah, that's an issue because you could the association can regulate smoking in the common elements or the common areas.
Yeah.
But what about inside a unit in a multifamily structure? And
I never thought about that.
The smoke comes in through the vents, and it's in the hallway. I have a situation right now where we have the person is such a heavy smoker that he ends up that the entire hallway reeks of cigarette smoke when you get off the elevator.
Oh, just from his house.
Just from him smoking inside his unit.
From inside his walls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we had to send a letter saying, this has to be cleaned up, and you have to also clean up the entire inside of the unit, get rid of the smoke. And
really?
We're going to charge you for the cost to repaint the hallways and fumigate and clean the carpets and so on.
So that's excess smoking, right?
Yeah. It's also counterintuitive because we're talking about something that you do inside your house. And you think, well, now that's inside my house. You can't regulate what I do inside my house. But when it rises to the level of a nuisance, when it's bothering other people, that's when the association can get involved.
What's going to happen with medical marijuana?
Yeah.
Well, actually, we don't, I guess we have it in this state now, but there's some states that it's up and going, right?
Yes. Colorado is one of the first states, and that's where some of these cases are coming in. If you can ban smoking, but how do you ban medically prescribed marijuana from inside a unit?
You're going to be busy.
Yeah.
No, but how do you? I mean, I'm not saying whether you should or not. I'm just saying that will end up coming up, though, huh?
Well, what's going to happen there is the Fair Housing Fair Housing Act will kick in.
Okay.
And that says the association has to make reasonable accommodations for a handicap or a disability.
I see. So
I think that's going to come into play, that we're going to have to give permission, but boy, people are not too happy about that.
Oh, I can imagine. That's and then of course animals are a big deal, right?
Oh, yes.
Animals are a large deal.
Yeah, a no pet building.
Right.
With an emotional support animal.
Right.
That you have to allow in if you get proper documentation, but you do have to get documentation.
Sure.
For that.
Right.
And then we have dueling disabilities.
And what does that mean?
That I'm allergic to dogs.
Oh, wow.
And now you are bringing a dog in because you need it for your PTSD.
Yes, right.
And now I can't get on the elevator if you're on the elevator with your dog.
That's amazing.
And what about the laundry room? If it's a shared laundry room.
Right. And then what if it's I guess I've never seen any cats that are like, I guess, but can they have a cat that has licenses too? That someone has to have a cat?
Yeah.
Because the dander on a cat really bothers a lot of people, right?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
And then you have a rule that says you have to have your pet. And in fact, they're specifically not pets. They're accommodations for a handicap. So we have a rule that says. You are so
smart, man. I love it. No, it's amazing. The last time that Ella was on, folks, we didn't realize how many rules there really are. And, a lot of them are really common sense, too.
Right.
I can see it's not outlandish when you're setting these up, because you do have both sides of the deal. It's like, okay, well, you're in a partnership. Well, I guess you should have known that at the beginning.
Well, if you're living in close proximity to other people, you're sharing space. It was interesting when I was in grad school. There was some studies done about kids in dorms.
Okay.
And that living in close proximity like that, it caused some psychological issues.
Okay.
And there were suicides, and there were things going on, and today, if you have a lot of people in a small amount of space and trying to share the space, it creates stresses and issues and people are very interested in each other these days.
Right.
We live reality TV.
Yeah, that's a fact. We're living it right now. And folks, as we're living reality TV, what they just did, they just canceled the healthcare bill vote. They're not going to vote on it. They were supposed to vote on it at 3:30, and they just decided to cancel it. So that is over. So the market just bounced was down 100, now it's down 70. The NASDAQ was down 4 or 5, now it's up 1. So there's reality TV.
That's it.
There's reality TV.
As we sit.
Yeah, as we sit. It's live. It's live reality TV. You have to love it. So let me ask you that Airbnb, home away. Okay, that's a big issue right across the country, right?
It is. I was at a law conference in January, and that came up there was a whole entire program on that subject.
Okay.
Because if you're regulating who comes and goes in your building and in your community, and it can be a homeowners association as well, not just in a condo. And there was one, or people were in and out of there every day.
Sure.
And every single room had beds in it.
Wow.
In the house.
Every single room.
Every single room. And
yeah, because you can take what you can do with Airbnb, folks. You can actually take a house and rent out the room. Like we do Airbnb. I do a lot of them, but we rent out the units.
Mm-hmm.
But you can rent. I can take a unit and say, okay, I can put 7 beds in a unit, right?
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right. And you can do a bedroom or whatever.
Sure.
Now we're talking about a place that has no short-term rentals allowed.
Okay. Right.
And because they don't want the transient occupancy.
Oh, sure. Right. You stay right there, folks. Ellen and I are coming right back. Our phone number, if you have a question for Ellen, our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow Industrials right now are down 46. NASDAQ's up 15. S&Ps are up 1.5. We're going to be right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund is currently offering 4-year first mortgages on many of the fully renovated properties that it has purchased. The first mortgages are third-party appraised with a maximum loan-to-value ratio of 70%, providing a secured investment that pays a fixed return of 5% annually, which works out to a monthly income of more than $416 per $100,000 investment with your principal intact and secured. These 4-year first mortgages are perfect for anyone looking for a secured investment that provides monthly income much like a CD. For more information, email tigerfund@tfnn.com or click on the Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund banner along the right side of the tfnn.com homepage, or call our office directly at 877-518-9190. There's a limited supply, so act now. The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN and you'll find the Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien. Welcome back, folks. Our guest today is Ellen DeHaan. She is a community association attorney with Wetherington Hamilton in Tampa, right? Is that correct?
Yeah.
And Ellen's phone number, folks, is 818-225-1918.
813.
813, sorry. Same with me. Thank you. 813-225-1918. She specializes in community law, and we're talking about a lot of different issues, but we want to talk a little bit about the Airbnb situation.
Yeah, we had started with you have a community, it's a gated community.
Yes.
And so now you have cars coming and going every weekend during the week,
right.
Super Bowl, whatever it might be, and you have 10, 15, 20 people in one house.
Yep.
You have a restriction in the documents that says no short-term rentals.
Right.
But by the time you send a letter or call the owner on
Yes.
it, the people are long gone.
Yes.
4 more people have been in.
Right.
So we actually ended up in court on one of those because they were just people after people after people after people.
Over and over again, yeah, right.
In and out, in and out, in and out.
Yeah. You know what's amazing is that I have 5 buildings that are like that. Now, one of them, which is really cool down in Indian Shores, check this out. This is amazing, that you can actually rent by the day.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we don't.
Right.
I don't want. That's the last thing I'd ever want to do. And all the others, one's by the week. Most of them by the month, though. You can't do it less than a month.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and they work out great because we're in Florida. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right, by the beach.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and just the snowbirds coming in. You know, and a lot of people come in for a month or 2 months.
There are, by the way, taxes on short-term rentals.
Oh, big time.
Yeah, anything under 6 months.
Yeah, we paid taxes even before Airbnb took it out, because it's 2 different things that end up happening, folks, by the way. You know, if you have units like that, is that you want to pay the taxes so you can show how much you've made on the unit anyway. I mean, if you're in the business of real estate, you want to show that, hey, here's your books, man.
Right,
Here it is. And around here, of course, you need a license for every one of them.
Yes.
You know, but you can get them. It's not like you can't get them. Do you know what I mean? It just depends where you are. But there's no doubt that one of the big deals, I think, around Florida, too, is that you rent, I guess, in large resort communities, right? You rent a large house, and, like, you really do this, weekend deals at, like, $4,000, $5,000 a pop, right?
Well, the interesting thing with Airbnb has been the grassroots or the home industry, the cottage industry of it's not your house, but you rent it out on Airbnb.
Oh, it's big, yes.
Because it's in foreclosure, there's nobody there.
No, that's right. That's right. And what I've seen, right down Clearwater Beach, is that what happens, folks, is you can do yearly rentals down there. You can do any kind of rentals, but what people have figured out is that you can rent the house for the year and then you start renting it out. as an Airbnb, even though that you don't even own the house, which is pretty intense. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a problem.
You know,
well, when the foreclosures were at their height, people were taking over abandoned property and renting it out,
and they didn't even own it.
and nobody and taking the money. It wasn't even their home. And
amazing.
Now they're doing it with.
You know, I want to switch gears on you for a second because townhouses, right? Mm-hmm. So when you're let's say they have townhouses with 6 townhouses, right? That's somewhat of a partnership too. Not as intense, but can you explain that? Because it depends on what's in the documents, right?
Yeah, that's very critical. What's in the documents?
Yeah.
Because if you have 6 houses lined up, attached, so you're sharing walls.
Right.
You're also sharing a roof.
Yeah. Right.
Now, if there's a leak in the roof, the thing about leaks in the roof is you don't know where that leak is.
Yes.
It's leaking in your house.
Okay.
But it started at the house on the corner, at the end of your sixplex.
And water is vicious.
And travels along the path of least resistance.
Sure.
So, and then what if your documents, you want your documents to say the association is responsible for repairing the roof.
Okay.
As if it doesn't say that.
Right.
What you've got is, now I have to get my neighbor and my other neighbor and say, guys, we have a leak in the roof. And they say, go pound sand. And now you've got a leak in the roof. You can't.
Oh, interesting.
You've got to sue your neighbors to get them to fix the roof.
Right.
Party wall. There's language in every set of documents where there's a shared wall. And
Yes.
you own to the middle of your party wall.
Okay.
But what if there's damage to the wall and you have to rebuild it or you have to fix it?
Yeah.
You have to deal with your neighbor there as well.
That's pretty cool.
What if there's a fire in the 3rd unit, the 3rd townhouse?
Okay.
The place is gutted.
Yeah.
The owner takes the insurance money and bails.
Wow.
Now you got 5 units with a burned out unit in the middle of it.
Yep.
And you have to deal with that has to get rebuilt. It's not a condo, it's a homeowners association.
Right.
So if that were a condo.
Yeah, explain how this works.
If that were a condo,
Okay.
the walls are all common elements.
Okay.
So they're the responsibility of the association.
Okay.
But if you're not a condo, if you're a homeowners association, you own your own unit to the middle of the party wall.
Okay.
And then you have to fix it and your neighbor's gone.
Wow.
Now, if it's a condo, the condo will rebuild what we call the vanilla box.
Okay.
They'll put it back so at least it looks good from the outside.
Yeah. Now, you know what's wild here, folks, is that Ellen had fixed me up with another attorney, okay? And I just happened to having lunch with him about a week and a half ago. And I'm going to end up building some townhouses. And that's what he was explaining. This just came up, and I was like, oh, this is amazing. Because you really, those documents are going to be so crucial because they're fine as long as the documents are right? And people know what they're getting involved in, basically.
You also need to look out for insurance.
Yes.
Because what you want to have in your you want to put in the documents that the association gets the insurance for the exteriors of the building. Again, in that scenario with the fire, if the association were responsible for the insurance, they could have gotten the exterior walls at least put back from the insurance.
Right, and you go from there, right? Because if you got the envelope, you're in decent shape. Right. Because what could happen in a second, if you don't have the envelope, of course, folks, what ends up happening, you get water coming in, and then water's the killer of everyone.
And what do you do with demolition, and what do you do with the party walls? And it's a nightmare.
That is, yeah. Yeah, you're going to be busy for a long time. No, it's
been busy for 33 years.
I know. And when we're talking now, you're talking, there's another real estate boom going on. So,
yes.
I mean, whether if you're going, I don't know, whether it's St. Pete or if you're in Boston or New York, I mean, I just came back from Toronto. I was doing some business up there a week and a half ago. There's so many cranes up there, and everything's a condominium up there. I mean, that's just everywhere.
Yeah, and I think that'll happen. That is starting to happen again around the country.
Right, because when the expenses go up, I guess, let's talk about fees a little, condominium fees. It seems to me like I moved out a lot of the condominiums because the fees are so expensive. When I look at the spreadsheet as to the aspect of owning single families and what the expenses are there, most of our fees are like $416 to $450 a month. That kills you when at the bottom line at the end of the year.
Well, people have to understand that when you buy a place in any kind of an association, you have to think, all right, my mortgage, I can afford my mortgage.
Right.
I'm good.
Right.
But wait a minute, on top of my mortgage payment, I have my assessments.
Yes.
And it's not, that partnership thing. It's not a club. There's no dues here. This is all assessments.
Right.
And you have to pay them.
Right. You stay right there, folks. Ellen and I are coming right back, and we have the Dow right now down 56. Nasdaq is up 12. S&Ps are flat. We're going to be right back, folks.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. The Dow Industrials right now are down 37. You get the Nasdaq up 16. S&Ps are up 2. And if we have Ellen DeHaan, and Ellen is a specialist in community law, folks. And of course, we know we have a trading room, the Tigers Den. You got to see that quote. I'd rather live under a bridge than have to deal with the condo association. Now, that could be a little exaggeration, but I think he probably would live under a bridge. I love you, Fletch.
I don't know.
Let's talk about fees. Mm-hmm. So, fees inside the condo, right? Are they just, you have the monthly fees, you have assessment fees?
Yeah. See, now, first of all, you want to look at what your amenities are. Is it a gated community? Is it,
okay.
Because then you're going to have expenses for the gates. Is it a manned gated community?
Right.
Do you have a clubhouse? Do you have a pool? What amenities do you have?
Yes.
And because all of that's going into what the fees are. If you have, and is it a private road, or is it a public road?
Oh boy, yeah, right.
So those things you have to think about, and so that's all going to go into the calculation of how many fees you're paying. Now, it also depends on what you want. What are
Sure,
you looking
sure.
for? What are you trying? What lifestyle do you want?
And I guess when we talk about this, as long as you and me and clients said you want to buy, I mean, because as many times, between cleaning backyards and everything else, I say, you know what, I like the condo lifestyle. And it really has to do with understanding what the fees are, understanding what it is, and then you know what you're getting into, right?
Well, think about it this way. If you're a person who travels,
Yes.
or if it's just you, or if it's you and your significant other, and you want to go away for a weekend, you don't have to worry.
Right.
Because somebody's keeping an eye on your house for you.
Which is worth something.
It's
Big
worth
time.
a lot.
It is worth a lot.
And if you're a snowbird, or if you're a part-time resident,
Right.
you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry about the grass getting cut, or
Right.
or
And that's
somebody,
a big one. No, that's a big one. Yeah.
Now the big problem is, the big thing that people forget is having somebody check your unit
Yes.
or check your house if you're
Right.
not there.
Right.
Just if you're gone for 3 months, you need somebody in there.
Yeah.
And what happens? The person comes in once a month. The day after they come in, that's the day that the leak springs.
Right.
So
Right.
it's an issue.
I can see that too. And of course, what ends up happening, you get a leak, then you get mold, then it just starts down the road, right?
Right.
So someone's coming in to buy a condo. I guess the first thing they should do, or a townhouse, they should take a look at the documents, right?
Yes, absolutely. Everything depends on your lifestyle. If you have 3 dogs that you've had since they were puppies and you're never going to not have a dog,
Yes.
you better make sure that it's a community where you can have pets and that it won't be an issue. You also have to think in terms of, if you have a Great Dane, do you really want to buy a condo unit?
No.
Well, people do. I've
Really?
had Great Danes in condos.
Oh my God, that's
So-
sad.
It is for the
For
dog.
the dog.
Yes,
No, it is
yes.
sad. It is sad. Okay. Okay.
How many parking spaces are there?
Oh, that's a big one.
Now, if there's 3 adults, there are going to be 3 cars.
Sure.
You have a grown child living with you, or,
Right.
or occasionally, whatever, you're going to have parking issues, guest restrictions. If you're not there, is someone allowed to stay in your unit?
Yeah. Well, I've found a few times is that even planting issues. What have you planted, right?
Yeah. Well, if you're in a condo, you can't plant anything because you don't own any of the land.
Interesting, yeah. And so what I mean specifically, folks, is that, outside your door, you put a couple plants and,
Yeah.
and they want them all uniform.
Well, we had one that had a vegetable garden behind the condo.
Okay.
Behind her unit.
Yes.
So, jokingly, we said, well, wait a minute, what if she shares her vegetables with everybody? Would that be okay? No, she took land that's owned by all the partners.
Association.
No,
That's
yeah.
right. So it's really important, I guess, in the aspect of if someone's taken that land to right away say, hey, that's our land.
Yeah. The board has to do that.
Well, listen, thank you so much. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you.
And Alan, if you have any questions, folks, Alan's phone number is 813-225-2531. Have a great weekend. Have a safe weekend. Look forward to speaking right back here Monday morning, 8 o'clock. Thanks, Alan. Thanks so much.
you.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.